Well, hey guys, this is part 2 on the wet bike, and I've done a lot, but not much. So I've ordered some parts, tried to order some parts. A lot of the gaskets I'm trying to get, I found a guy online and it showed they're in stock. I tried to order them and he's got to call CPC, so I guess he doesn't have them, but he's trying another guy. But it's the gasket that sits underneath here and the gasket that sits on top of there. So I've got to try to, I can't do anything. So I've got parts on order. I'm trying to get this seal around here too. I guess they don't make those. Another part, I ended up taking the fan out, and this fan sits right up inside of there, and I found one that dimensionally matches, so I ordered it, got it coming in. I tried the water pump and it works. The other thing is this fuel pump. It may work, but I doubt it, just because it's old and they don't make this anymore. And so this gets its pulse from the case. And what I've found out is that most carbs are set up for like 35 liters an hour. And so what I'm gonna try to do is I've got to get an in to 2 outs. And what I was thinking of doing was tapping this hole. This hole right here is a pressure hole. That's why I put the cover over it. If I tap that and put a barb on it, then I can have a fuel pump that sits off of it. I can't find any that mount and are low profile like that. So I'm working on getting it. I did figure out the wiring, and from what I can tell, I did an ohm test. I got the manual, and the magneto's good. This guy right here is good. And I think my coil is good, except what I've found is that the boots weren't making a connection in here. So I've ordered new boots and I've got new plugs coming. So I'm going to try and do that. Try to get, put the new boots on, put the new plugs in, and then turn it over and see if I get spark. The other stuff I've got coming, had to get them made, is the gaskets from here, the float bowl, and here. And once those come in, I'm going to take the carbs off, because what I've noticed is this carb with this setup, the choke, actually goes on top, because this is what goes into the choke lever. And so the one thing that I don't have for the choke is the pin that rides through here. And so what I might do is see if I can get something to connect onto here, because all it does is it just chokes it. So I can get that working. What else? So I think electrically that'll get it going. The other is I took the switch off and I ordered a new switch. Basically it's a 6-pin. They're all kind of set up the same instead of trying to rekey this. So I've got a new key switch coming in, and I've got a new lanyard coming in. I've kind of cracked the code, and basically the wires that are coming up, I have this one right here is power, and this one is ground, my black. This is from the mag, and so if these two touch, that's how you turn the engine off. It grounds it out. This one right here is if you turn the key to the middle, or if you push the key ignition that I have, if you push the key in, this is the choke. If you turn it to start, this is the start wire. And then these two right here are not used. These are to a tachometer, and I guess I could put one on there because these go to the mag. Now the other thing that there's a momentary on the 6-pin starter, and what it does is when you turn it to the to run, you have your power and your ground, and so then that's how the fan runs and also the bilge. So I guess the bilge and the fan run all the time, but the coil has a another coil in it, and it provides 120 watt of power. So that will run the bilge and the fan. I may put the bilge on a switch or an automatic. And it'll charge the battery back. So I've got that stuff coming in. What I'm trying to figure out, it's going to be kind of messy, is I still have to sand these. I may go ahead and do that today. It's really nice out. I've got to sand this patch down, and then I've got to sand that patch down. And I could start to get some of this back together, but I need to get that cleaned up because it's kind of dirty. And then also like to get the carbs done and this cleaned up. And then I can really start to put this back together. I'm getting a little more confident in it. The only other piece is the seat. And I guess all in all, for 44 years old, it's not that bad. I can clean this up. I think there's a hole. There's 2 holes in here. Not sure what from. But I could do a better job than that, cleaning it up. Like I said, the other piece that I'm looking at, these stickers, they want $200 for them. I think I might leave them, but the front one's only like $10. So I was thinking about ripping that off. And the foot pad one is fine on both sides, so I think we're good. But the one thing that I do want is the seal. It's down here, and it's in pieces. It doesn't even go all the way around, so I'd really like to get that fixed. But yeah, I'm getting I guess the other component is the fuel tank. I stuck it over in here in the corner. The cap going down in it, it's in some of the parts that I'm trying to, that were shown in stock but aren't. But I guess there's a John Deere part that's the exact equivalent. So I need to get it and the strainer and a valve, but I think I could get that from a parts store. So I've got to feel confident. I think if I get the boots and the plugs, I'll have spark. And I'm going to go ahead and try to, I'm a little hesitant tapping this. I don't want to get metal inside, but I think if I do it from upside down, it'll work out. And then I'll go ahead and I'll just get a fuel pump, and I can go ahead and try to mount it on there somehow. But yeah, I think if I can get those parts, I think I can get this guy back together. So as soon as I get some more parts, I'll pick it back up. Well, just for shits and giggles, I pulled this fuel pump apart, and this thing wouldn't have pumped. This diaphragm right here is hard. And then there's a whole bunch of buildup inside of here. What sucks is $10 rebuild kit would make this work, but oh well. I don't know. I wonder if I could take one of those barbs off and stick it in the engine. Might play with it. Well, I ended up taking this out and sanding it. It looks rough, but it's smooth. Same thing with those. Brought the seat, where's that? Seat in, and there's some holes. There's a hole there and a hole there. So I'm probably gonna fiberglass it back. Maybe try to paint that white, I guess. And then the seat, this stuff is hard as rock, but the cushion underneath of it is really soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all the staples out and see if I can get some fabric to match. And I don't know, maybe put Wetbike on there. I've got an industrial sewing machine, and so I think I can put this together. They've got some stitching up here, so I think as long as I can take this apart and lay it out, I can copy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep pulling these staples out. Well, we're back the next day. Kind of mess out here I gotta clean up. But this is the fan, and I got some plug wires. So I'm gonna work on getting those out. Set this away. I got some seat cover coming for that. I guess I'm gonna restore this thing. Might as well, replacing all the parts. So I think I'm gonna get my little desk area here cleaned up, get the garage cleaned up. This is a pigsty. Well, I got my gaskets in for this. And the other thing that I noticed on here, so I don't have the plunger, so I got that part coming. And that hooks to this up here. So they got the carburetors on backwards. So this one needs to be on the bottom to match up, and then also that would put the choke, the manual choke, on top, and then the throttle, if you can see it down in here, throttle's down here on the bottom. So that's backwards too. So I've got to I got to get those swapped anyway, and it's dirty. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take these off and crap, there we go. Take these off, put them in the ultrasonic washer, and clean everything up real nice. Probably clean all the rest of this motor up, and then we'll put it back together. Well, my strong engine just became weak. Let's see if I can show you what I'm seeing here. Right there. Yeah. And not only that, it don't look too good in there. So I think my piston and rings are good. Well, I don't even know anymore. I have good compression, and everything seems solid. It's just dirty, and that crank wouldn't put together well. None of this was. It was just kind of like it was bolted back together. Wonder if they just couldn't get parts. But I think I'm now to, and I pulled this off. This looks terrible. I need a new gasket. That gasket ain't gonna work. God damn it. So, pretty much everything. I gotta pull the engine apart. I don't even know if I can get parts. Might have to part this guy out. Well, that's not what I intended. You think?
Not really.
You think I can get it back together? Or you think I can get all this back together and running?
I don't know.
I think I can. I just don't know if I want to. Just the more and more I got into this, the more and more I think there's good cylinder and good piston and rings. We had good compression, 150 PSI. But I think, I don't know, maybe they just couldn't get the parts. The seal up here, I mean, I think somebody just put this back together and I don't know. I gotta see if I can get the parts before I go any further. It's missing some bolts. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to take another look at it now. I think the bearings and stuff, they seem okay. They're just, oh, that one's just hitting the pin down there in the bottom. I don't know. I gotta look. I worked real hard to find the parts that I knew I needed to put it back together. Now I gotta find some more parts. So, I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Part it out or put it back together? Well, guys, kind of wanting to put a end to this video, kind of show you what I've done, where I'm at. So, I got my car in here, so I pushed everything out of the way. But this wet bike carcass, I guess you could say, is cleaned up. I found a part for that. It's $45. I found all the gaskets and the stickers, and trying to get all the gaskets and stickers is going to be like $800. So I didn't want to do that. I did get some material for the seat. I'm probably in another video gonna do that. I did do some fiberglass repair on this, and got that back together. But the big issue is on the motor. Tore the carbs completely apart, cleaned everything up, and it needed it, something terrible. But put these in the ultrasonic, and they are ready to go. I've got this cleaned up and ready to go. I've got the fuel pump. I got a gasket for it, but you'll notice I've got some more parts up here. I'm missing the engine case. Try to throw a picture up here and show you, but the engine cylinder and the top of the case is one piece and the bottom of it is the other, and there's a component, they call it a seal, and it looked like it seized and it broke the case bottom. So, and I can't get another case bottom. I can't get a lot of the parts. So I'm trying to figure out, and let me know what you guys think. Part it out or just get the minimal stuff and try to put it back together. I'm on the minimal stuff, put back together, see if it'll run. I did get some parts in. I got some gaskets. I got the fuel tank top. I got the pump gaskets. I've got some of the main gaskets for in here. But the case, I've got it in a motorcycle machine shop. Phil Brewer with his, put the name of the company up here. He's going to see if he can weld that cast case bottom back together. And if he can, then I'll be able to put this guy back together. If he can't, then I think I'm going to have to part it out because I can't get a motor. I ended up getting handlebar grips. I got this guy opened up and drained the oil. I need to put some more oil back in it. So I'm kind of waiting. I put it on pause, see if I can get that engine back. And now we're in late October, November. The other is I did clean up the trailer that it came with. I don't have a title for any of this stuff either. I got to go to court order. But But I totally sanded down this whole trailer, repainted it, redid all the lights on it. I do need to put some tubes in there or get new tires, but all the lights work. I found out that the wiring from here to here, inside that tube, a mouse had eaten through it because I couldn't figure out why the lights wouldn't work, and so I just tore all the wiring out and it didn't exist between there. So got that working, got everything running. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Like I said, let me know what you think. Part it out, just call the losses and part it out, or put it back together. I think I'm just gonna wait and see what he tells me with the case. If the case won't work, then I'm gonna part it out. If we can get the case together, then I'm gonna put it back together and we'll see if we can run it. But the problem is I won't be able to run it till next year. So put down in the comments what you guys think I should do, and I'll get another video out. My next video I'm probably gonna put of my jet ski, kind of in the same spot. I got a modified motor from PJS and they don't make the parts anymore, but I did find a company in Texas that if I ship him the motor, he'll bore the cylinders and put new piston and rings in there to match. So I think I'm gonna ship him the cylinder in the pistons and try to get that running. So if this case is successful, I'll have the wet bike and the jet ski for next year. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe, and put down in the comments what you think I should do. Thanks for watching.